All right, so in today on the Forge, I'm going to be showing you the best way to level up inside of this game. So as a quick note, I'm going to be showing you for both sections. So I will be going over to Stonewake's Cross, showing you good stat or strategy there. But for the most part, I mean, you're going to spend most of your game in the second area because, you know, obviously with finishing up the first quest and then coming over here, you're not really going to have much time spent over there. So we'll spend the majority over here. So the first thing, as I was just doing, farming mobs is one of the easiest methods you can do, especially if you can gather them up and then kill them like that. Now, as a note, let me pop this so you can see better. There is a mechanic called parrying where you do that and you like essentially block it. And today might be your lucky day, but I'm going to be giving away 50 rerolls to multiple people. And to enter into the giveaway, all you got to do is comment your Roblox username down below, leave a like and hype this video, and that will enter you into the reroll mega giveaway. You have to do it and land it correctly for it to functionally work. So you have to do it like right when they're about to hit you, or else it doesn't do anything and it just wastes some of your stamina. So what you want to do is essentially, the reason why I'm showing you this is because it's like the best way to farm mobs. So say I'm farming this guy right here, right? He's going to do a big swing, parry that, another swing, parry that, and then he doesn't have an attack he can do. So death axe and normal axe skeletons have a first swing, then a second swing, and then they're pretty much left wide open for a bit. And then, you know, you can feel free to attack them there. Because what happens if you go in to hit them, right, and then they get their swing in, they can potentially stun you, especially the elite ones. So you want to make sure you do take them with caution. So they'll do the first one, block that, second one, block that, and you can hit him. Obviously smaller ones, if you are good enough, you can kind of just completely ignore that. Boom, 2 shots. Now I usually will gather up multiple. Obviously this guy is trying to farm, but I don't usually need to worry about that since I can kind of just come in and kill him real fast. But what we're going to look over is the best ones you can farm. So these guys right there, those necromancers, are pretty good for XP, and they are also super easy to kill because their main ability is a ranged. They do spawn ultra frequent down here, so I'm gonna get down here real quick. So if you do know where this section is, if you're more of a late game player, definitely recommend coming here. So down here, the necromancer is actually quite a common spawn mob down here. Now obviously the mobs down here are the best for XP, but they're also some of the hardest ones to kill. Like here are 2 necromancers, so they have both abilities, which you can easily just, you know, sidestep, and then they like kind of walk away from you, so they're a bit annoying to kill. But if you like, you know, dodge that one ability, they're pretty easy to get a drop on, and as you see, good amount of XP. Now what I will show is this wiki. I'll put this in the description. It's pretty nice. On enemies, you can see the XP on average dropped from these. So for the first island, you can get a decent amount of XP. The deliver zombie has a higher average HP, like on average to its ranking and all that, but good XP. As you see, their lowest is higher than the elite, so I'd recommend just farming deliver zombies if you can. If you're down there stuck there, you can even click on to see more info and details about them. But in the second section or second area, this is where it gets a bit tricky because the XP and skeletons and all this, they're all over the place. So firstly, slimes, if you do have the money and resources to unlock the goblin cave, totally recommend getting that. So that's going to be over at the goblin cave. So if you want to know how to get that, I have a video on that, or you can come to this website, go to guides, and just come on down a bit, check guides, or not guides, quests, and then you can see the goblin cave. So the goblin cave is pretty straightforward. You're going to need in totals 85,000 gold. You're going to need 3 topaz, 5 diamonds, 5 emeralds, and 5 rubies. So the first quest, you're just going to have to pay them 5,000 gold, which, by the way, gold is the currency in this game. 5,000 gold, you'll get a decent amount of rewards from this. I don't know the exact stats, but you do get a good amount of XP. Second one, 10,000 gold and 3 topaz. This is a super common ore to get, especially when you're farming bigger ones like basalt cores, or if you are doing basalt veins. Those are pretty good for, if I can find one. The one I mine to get down here is a basalt vein. These are basalt veins, these big ones. Obviously the highest being these volcanic rocks, which I will go ahead and get this one since people are running these, and I might as well. I'm pretty sure this is topaz that I'm pulling. Yeah, just like that, we got topaz. So super easy to get, and you can use a lot of different pickaxes variants to manage that. Now the next is going to be the quest. So once you finish the quest, you unlock the goblin cave, which is super good. The goblin cave is one of the best spots for getting just money in general, in my opinion, especially XP, because you can get slimes, and slimes are super easy to kill. Especially blazing slimes obviously have a bit more damage, but here's essentially what they do. They'll come up to you, they'll have red, you can easily parry that, and then by the time they strike again, you can parry that again and kill them. They're super easy to kill, right? So it's pretty much essentially that, but they're way weaker, and green is pretty much the difference from a normal slime to that. And they also drop a decent amount of essence, which is, if you've watched my money farm, super easy to sell those for money. Now, the next thing is in just quests in general. So I'm going to respawn real quick. The best quests in the second zone for XP that I think a lot of people definitely don't know about this one. Hold on, let me find it. Is off of spawn, right? So this is spawn. We're going to come this way to left, and then this section right here. So just over here, there's this monkey. You'll talk to him. He'll want you to give him 30 bananite, which is super easy to get. Like bananite, 1 in 30 from rocks and boulders over at Iron Valley, or the first zone. So the first area, Stonewalk Cross, super easy to get it. Iron Valley is just the name of the cave when you're actually in it, but it's super easy to get. Pop a luck potion, it's even easier. You get that, finish that quest, you get a ton of XP. Then trying to get as many of these quests done. So I maxed out Sensei Moro. If you do all of Barakov's quest right there, he'll give a decent amount of XP. His quest, and I believe it's like strange something, they're repetitive, the Mass Stranger. So theirs are infinite. So you can do them like multiple a day, I believe. But you also want to make sure you complete Captain Rowan's, another quest that is decent for XP. If you're especially mining a lot, I'd recommend doing this one right here. It's just right off to the right path off of spawn line. He will want you to bring him, I think it's 3 lightite is the name of the ore, something like that. Yeah, he'll want you to bring you 3 of these. So these, you'll bring him 3, right? Those 3 will give you I believe it's those 3 and just that. You don't have to bring him money or anything, and then he'll give you a bunch of valuables or just gold, and you'll get a bunch of XP. But for the most part, when you're in the second zone, right, essentially it's the same setup where you want to farm. I would recommend deliver zombies, and realistically, you just want to farm deliver zombies, honestly, and then as fast as you can get to the second zone. In the second zone, I would recommend starting off with the axe skeleton. I know that might be a jump from the skeleton rogue, but the reason for this, they have a lot more health, but as you see, they drop a good bit more XP. And in my opinion, when you are first here, if you can understand the concept of parrying, they're a lot easier to kill, because when you're farming axe skeletons, right, this is their hit pattern. So they'll do like a quick jab and then a slash, and then they kind of just stand there, but like they're really hard. I don't think you can double parry those. But then when you come to even parrying, if you can't parry, right, so they won't like attack you till they're right next to you and will be able to, you know, hit you in range. But axe skeletons, you can kind of just bait them to doing their attack when they're not even near you and then hit them. So they're way easier to kill that. And then once again, you can parry the attack and not take any damage, which is why I would recommend doing that. But after you have farmed them enough, try to get as many of those quests as you can. Mining specifically is not that great for upfront of XP, but then once again, once you get axe skeletons and can consistently kill them, death axe skeletons, you might want to skip these. Skip skeleton rogues, and honestly, the elite death axe skeletons are one of the best for XP. Them and the pyromancer, not necromancer, that's a different version. The pyromancer, they're really good because of their super horrible and easy to dodge attacks. But for the most part, that's pretty much it for this video. If this helped you out, make sure to leave a like